Hyundai did a reasonable job on the interior. The design is simple and plain, neither upscale nor particularly down-market, merely existing and functional. There's nothing here to make the teeth grind, despite the liberal use of hard plastic. The graining, however, is decent, and we've seen cheaper-looking stuff used in significantly more expensive vehicles. We're looking at you, Ford F-250 Super Duty, and you, too, Chrysler 300. Leather appears nowhere on the option sheet, and at this price point, we think that's a smart move. Opt for the Cell or Limited trim, and you get a second USB port for the rear passengers, while the touchscreen infotainment display swells from 5.0 to 7.0 inches. Standard across all trim levels is a 60/40 split folding rear seat, as are 6 airbags. The Accent's designers and engineers obviously worked to keep wind noise to a minimum, and this truly presents itself around the B-pillar, although better to enjoy your tunes courtesy of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, both of which are included when you opt for the 7.0-inch head unit. Hyundai's Blue Link system now integrates with Amazon Alexa and Google Home, too, which means you can remotely start your vehicle by speaking to a device in your kitchen. Less Jetsonian but perhaps more useful is the available forward collision avoidance system, which first warns the driver of an impending impact and then applies the brakes itself if the driver doesn't react quickly enough. We've finally entered an era where the Korean automakers have figured out how to tune a chassis, see our relatively warm regard for the latest Hyundai Elantra Sport, and the Accent team has wrung the finer attributes out of their front strut and torsion beam rear suspension setups. No, this car isn't particularly sporty, but it acquits itself well in terms of balanced ride and handling, with a pleasant firmness, especially with the limited 17-inch wheels, a planted feel, and a steering wheel that offers information about the road surface. In our transit of southern Nevada highways and byways, we found the brakes to be sufficient yet leaving little impression, either positive or negative. Overall, we'd not call the Accent a driver's car, but we wouldn't call it a car built to disappoint drivers, either. It is difficult to be worked into a tizzy over the Accent, just as it's also pretty tough to feel insulted by Hyundai's latest entry-level car. It's an honest machine offering a solid value, inoffensive contemporary styling, decent dynamics, and a well-made, respectfully designed interior. But please, Hyundai, couldn't we have just a bit more torque?